Have you ever wondered why, no matter how misunderstood you feel, blessings seem to find their way back to you? Gemini, there is something about you that the world rarely sees, yet God never overlooks. You carry a light that doesn't shout, doesn't demand attention, but transforms every space you enter. People often mistake your curiosity for inconsistency, your intelligence for detachment, and your adaptability for indecision. But in the eyes of the divine, these qualities are not flaws, they are gifts. You were designed with a mind that moves faster than fear, a heart that heals through connection, and a spirit that refuses to stay small. When others see you as unpredictable, God sees you as limitless. When people misunderstand your duality, God recognizes it as balance. And when the world underestimates your softness, heaven sees the strength behind it. In this video, we're going to dive deep into why God continues to bless Gemini, why your path is unique, and how your hidden light quietly shifts the lives around you. So take a moment, breathe in, and let's explore the divine truth behind the blessing that walks with you every single day. The duality God designed in you. People often say Gemini is two-faced, but that could not be further from the truth. What the world calls confusion, God calls capacity. You were not made with one perspective. You were blessed with two. Two ways of seeing, two ways of understanding, two ways of loving. And that duality is not a flaw. It is a divine architecture. God crafted you with a mind that can stand in the middle of contradictions and still find clarity. Where others freeze in uncertainty, you move with grace. Where others force a single truth, you uncover the hidden layers no one else notices. This is why you often feel misunderstood. Your spirit operates on multiple levels, while most people only operate on one. Your duality allows you to sit with the brokenhearted and the hopeful at the same time. You can comfort someone while carrying your own storms quietly. You can joke, smile, and lift others up even when a piece of your soul feels heavy. And that ability, that holy flexibility, is one of the biggest reasons God blesses you. Because you understand people. Not at the surface, but at their core. Gemini, your duality lets you read emotions before they are spoken, sense tension before it appears, and recognize pain behind someone's brightest smile. This is why people gravitate toward you, even when they can't explain why. They feel seen. They feel understood. They feel safe. And God blesses those who bring comfort to His children. Your hidden light is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is not the type that demands devotion. It is the type that gently enters someone's life and rearranges their darkness without them even noticing. Gemini, your duality is your divine signature, proof that God made you with intention, complexity, and purpose. Your voice is the gift that changes atmospheres. Gemini, one of the greatest blessings God placed inside you is your voice. Not just the sound of it, but the energy it carries. Your voice can calm storms inside people who haven't felt peace in years. You can take someone's scattered thoughts and help them feel whole again simply by speaking. And you don't even realize you're doing it because to you, communication is natural, but to others, it feels like a miracle. Where some use words to impress, you use them to heal. Where some speak to be heard, you speak to understand. And that difference is sacred. God uses your voice as a bridge, connecting people who feel lost, misunderstood, or overlooked. You know how to translate emotions into language, thoughts into clarity, pain into meaning. You don't just talk, you transform the atmosphere around you. This is why people come to you when they're confused, why they call you when their mind is heavy, why they trust you with secrets they've never told anyone. Because your voice carries light. Even when you're tired, even when you're hurting, even when you feel like you have nothing left to give, your words still uplift, still inspire, still guide. And God blesses those who use their gift to lift others higher. But here's the deeper truth. Your voice is powerful because it reflects something inside you, a restless wisdom, a curiosity that never stops searching for meaning. You were born to ask questions, to explore ideas, to dig beneath the surface until you find the truth hidden underneath. Your mind is a lantern in the dark, and your voice is the way you share that light with the world. Some may call you talkative. Some may say you change topics too fast. But God sees it differently. He sees a soul that refuses to settle for shallow answers, a spirit that seeks truth in every direction, a communicator who can reach hearts that others cannot. And that is why blessings follow you, because your words carry purpose, your conversations awaken souls, and your voice, Gemini, is one of God's quiet masterpieces. Your heart, the light you try to hide. Gemini, people talk about your mind, your humor, your intelligence, but very few ever talk about your heart. Maybe because you hide it so well. Maybe because the world rarely slows down enough to see it. But God sees it, and He blesses you because of it. Your heart is softer than you ever allow anyone to know. You protect it behind your laughter. You guard it with your independence. You distract from it with your curiosity. But underneath all of that is a tenderness that is rare, pure, and deeply divine. You feel more than you show, you care more than you admit, and you love deeper than people expect. Even when someone hurts you, your first instinct is not revenge, it's understanding. You want to know why. You want to know what wounded them first. You want to know how the pain began before it reached you. That is compassion. That is spiritual maturity. That is the kind of heart God protects. You forgive quietly. You step back gracefully. You walk away without wishing harm. People mistake your distance for coldness, but God knows the truth. You distance yourself so you don't break anyone with your disappointment, and so you don't break yourself by staying where your spirit no longer fits. Your heart is gentle, but it is not weak. It is loving, but it is not naive. It is trusting, but it is not blind. And this is why God continues to bless you, because your heart remains pure, even in a world that tries to harden you. You spread love without bragging. You give without keeping score. You see beauty in people long after others have given up on them. Gemini, your love is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet, intentional, and healing. It reaches the parts of people that no one else pays attention to. And God blesses those whose hearts reflect His love. Your hidden light is not just your mind, not just your voice. It is your heart that keeps glowing even after it has been wounded. Gemini, there is something you need to hear, something most people never tell you. Your existence is not an accident. Your gifts are not random. Your journey is not a coincidence. You were created with a spiritual mission, one that only a Gemini can carry. Your purpose is not to be perfect. Your purpose is to awaken ideas, to awaken hope, to awaken truth in places where people have forgotten how to see it. God placed you on this earth to be a messenger, not just through your words, but through your presence. You bring clarity to confusion, perspective to chaos, and possibility to situations that feel impossible. Where others see walls, you see doors. Where others get stuck, you find new paths. Where others feel lost, you become the reminder that there is always another way. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is calling. Your spirit is wired to notice things others overlook, small details, subtle energies, shifts in emotion, changes in the atmosphere. And God uses that awareness to guide people who can't yet guide themselves. You are the spark that reignites someone's passion, the voice that whispers, "Try again." The energy that reminds people life is still full of wonder. But here is the deeper truth. Sometimes your purpose feels heavy. Sometimes your mind gets overwhelmed. Sometimes your heart gets tired from carrying what others cannot express. And God sees that too. He blesses Gemini not just because of your gifts, but because of the battles you fight in silence. Your overthinking, your sensitivity, your constant search for meaning. These are not burdens. They are signs of a soul that carries light in a world that desperately needs it. God made you a storyteller, a connector, a bridge between minds and hearts. You inspire without trying. You teach without preaching. You heal without announcing that you're healing. Your spiritual mission is simple yet powerful: to bring light into minds and hope into hearts. And every time you follow your curiosity, every time you speak truth, every time you choose compassion over judgment, you fulfill the purpose God wove into your soul from the beginning. Gemini, your hidden light was never meant to stay hidden. It was meant to guide, to comfort, to awaken. And that is why God continues to bless you, because you walk through the world shining in ways you don't even realize. The final blessing: walking forward with your light. Gemini, before we end this journey, there is something you need to remember, not just for today, not just for this moment, but for every chapter of your life that is still waiting for you. You are blessed because you carry what the world often forgets: light, movement, curiosity, truth, and love. You were not made to stay in one place. You were not made to shrink to fit someone's expectations. You were not made to silence your voice or dim your brilliance. You were made to grow, to evolve, to transform and keep transforming. That is why your path is different. That is why change follows you. That is why doors open for you the moment you decide to move. God does not bless stillness. He blesses motion. He blesses those who dare to explore. He blesses those who live with an open mind and an open heart. And that is you, Gemini. Even when you feel lost, God is guiding you. Even when your mind is loud, God is speaking through the noise. Even when you feel unseen, heaven is watching you closely. Your journey has never been about fitting in. It has always been about becoming wiser, becoming softer, becoming stronger, becoming more of the soul God intended you to be. So as you move forward, carry this truth with you. Your light is not accidental. Your blessings are not random. Your future is not uncertain. You are being led. You are being shaped. You are being prepared for something bigger than you imagine. And the world needs the version of you that is brave enough to shine without apology. So go forward, Gemini, with your mind sharp, your voice clear, your heart open, and your spirit glowing. Because God blesses you not just for who you are, but for the light you bring everywhere you go.